I'm Dave Greenaway and I'm Vice-Chancellor of the University of Nottingham.
This is the sixth life cycle.
Yeah.
What have the others been? It's been your brainchild, hasn't it? How have they gone so far?
They've gone fantastically well. I mean, there was only ever supposed to be one, believe it or not, and that was back in 2011 when I wondered about doing something that might make a difference, might raise awareness for a particular cause within the university and indeed the broader community. So we cycled John O'Groats to Land's End for palliative and end-of-life care research, something that a number of us cared about, something which is underfunded relative to the big diseases like cancer and heart disease, etc. That was very successful. We raised £232,000. And at the end of it, I thought, well, this shouldn't end here because of the impact it had on the broader community, the engagement it had, the stimulus it gave to so many other people to take on challenges, to take on volunteering things, to raise funds for great causes, to raise funds for areas where we knew the research was underfunded but really important. So it kind of pushed on from there, and through the life cycles we've raised funds for dementia research, stroke rehabilitation research, children's brain tumour research, really important cause which just destroys the lives of children and impacts so much on the lives of their families. That was a very successful one. We raised £786,000, which we were all very proud of. So now we're at this one, and this one is targeted breast cancer research. The cancer which is most common among women. And we're writing to raise funds, first of all, to facilitate earlier detection, because like everything else, if you detect it earlier, you intervene earlier, and the outcomes are almost certainly going to be better. And then once it's detected, how do you stop it spreading? Because the fact is that if a woman dies of breast cancer, actually it's not because of the cancer in her breast, it's because it's spread. So important work that's looking at the process by which it spreads in order to interrupt that process. And then thirdly, once it's been dealt with, how do you care for the individual? So the personalisation of care, given that it's not a single disease, it's many diseases. So this year, we, as well as these weekend challenges, and we've got almost 40 people on this one, in the summer we've got a big 1,400-mile challenge that 13 riders will take on, and I've set them a real stretch target this year. I've set a target of £1 million to be raised.
So a lot of people, when they think of money being raised for breast cancer research, they think Macmillan, they think cancer research. Why is it going to the University of Nottingham? What is it that they can do?
Well, this city, this university, and the hospitals that we partner with, Nottingham University Hospitals in particular, this is a long heritage in treating breast cancer. So the first mammographies were done here. The really important diagnostic tools were developed here. So there's a great heritage of really good clinical care. There's also a great heritage of fundamental research and the translation of that research into things that make a difference. New therapies, new drugs, new care pathways. And we just felt that where you've got this excellence, both in the hospital setting and in the university setting, the important thing to do is to build on that excellence.
So the University of Nottingham is quite an accredited research centre, isn't it?
The university is one of the United Kingdom's leading research universities. It's part of something that's called the Russell Group, which is the cluster of the large research-intensive universities up and down the country, and we're one of those. Expertise in a whole range of areas, but of course in particular in medical care.
So is this the biggest challenge you've set so far, the 1,400-mile tour of Britain? How challenging is that going to be for everyone involved?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, even for those that have done big challenges before, that's tough, because that's, getting on for 100 miles a day for 15 days, non-stop. There are no rest days in this. And you're getting through some pretty challenging terrain, which even in benign weather conditions, even in good weather conditions, is tough. But if you end up with headwinds, you end up with rain, you end up with a combination of the two. It's pretty challenging. And for some of the new riders who've done it for the first time, they'll feel a little bit intimidated. And I understand that. I remember feeling that way the first one that I took on, but it's one of these things where it's a kind of a cliche. You kind of take one day at a time. Never get ahead of yourself, because if you get ahead of yourself, it just feels a bit too big a challenge to take on.
Right, well, thank you very much for
Thank
talking
you.
to us. Good luck.
It's a pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.